Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
And fighting Melania, I'm like, okay, let's analyze a pattern. Let's figure out what's working. Let's try to replicate that. Let's try to experiment and find situations that'll trigger the waterfall, that'll do this, that'll do that. Let's find the things that are safe to attack the openings, just like a fighting game. And that's how I approached it. And because of this, I was able to beat Melania in 2 hours. Just 2 hours. That's so much better than 2 years ago, where it took me like 7 hours to beat this boss. You know, some people took them way longer than that. I mean, I know I'm not great at FromSoft games, but I feel like at least I've accomplished something to say, you know what? No one can say I'm bad at them anymore. If they do, they're just a fucking liar, and they don't know what they're talking about. I actually beat the most challenging boss in the game by analyzing, countering, and legitimately fighting her. Right? And that's awesome, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking toxic toilet juice.
So, very exciting. Epic. When I beat her, like I said, I breathed a huge sigh of relief, and I was like, oh my god, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty damned awesome. And I cannot wait now, honestly, to actually play this upcoming DLC in June. You know, it's going to be amazing to tackle a whole new thing of Elden Ring, where it's going to be new bosses, new weapons, new challenges. And by the way, we're going to talk about this in the news. Apparently, it's the only DLC for Elden Ring, and that's why it's so expensive, because it's going to be very lengthy and in-depth and awesome, and I can't wait.
Listen, I'm a failure. I mean, I am narcissistic. Let's face it, I'm incredibly narcissistic. Everyone knows.
Big Boss with the first super chat of the day asks, if you didn't have to contend with trolls constantly messing with you, do you think you would do public events and fan meetups? Number one, I don't think I have enough of a fan base anymore that a fan meetup would even make sense. I mean, realistically, how many people positively follow my content? Maybe, and this is a very, very stretching estimate, maybe 5,000 people, and they just show up at different times. Some people like fighting games, some people like the podcast, some people like Soulsborne, some people like shooters, some people like other stuff, some people just like hanging out. If you add them all together, maybe there's about 5,000 people out there who like me, right? Out of the 5,000 people, how many would realistically show up at an in-person event? Well, at the height of my popularity, you know, some 12, 13 years ago, I was able to actually almost fill a convention room.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
With people who wanted to see me do a panel. I would have probably about 50 to 100 people line up to get autographs and meet me and take pictures at a convention. It happened, okay? That was at the height of my popularity. So now, if I were to show up at a convention like that, how many would I get? 10% of that? 5% of that? But what would happen, as you know? Yeah, you're right. People would show up probably just to try to fuck with me for no reason. You know, I don't know what they think they would get out of that. Like, what would be the point? Because I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to say, you're an idiot. Bye. I'm not responding to you. You're a moron. Leave me alone. If they continue just to harass me, I would just call the police. You know, what else am I going to do? But anyway, like, I just don't see the reason to care about it, honestly. I'm not a big guy anymore when it comes to that. So I don't see it ever happening. Like, who's going to care about meeting me at a convention? Oh, I'm there. Come on, 10 people across the world who show up and want to say hello. And probably half of them are just there to laugh and snicker and get a picture and then say, haha, that's that scrub Phil or something, you know. Who cares? I'm an online guy. Here's the thing. Back then, alright, the real reason why I feel people wanted to come meet me at an event was very simple. There was zero interaction with me. I was an on-demand content creator. I was making gameplay videos with commentary. I was doing channel updates, weekly kind of summaries, unboxing videos, food vlogs. And once a month, I would do Ask the King, a Q&A show. But there was literally no live interaction with me at all. The only way you could do that was to meet me in person. Today, you literally sit on stream every day and can have a conversation with me. So the appeal of me meeting you in real life has diminished greatly. It's diminishing returns, right? What's the difference between us having a conversation right now, like we're doing, Big Boss, or you meeting me in person? I shake your hand and take a picture. I sign something. Who cares? I'm nobody. I'm not important. Who cares about that? Right? Like, I wouldn't care about that. You know, so I just don't think it's a big deal.
And the fan base literally just went and paid off all of the debt that I had. Why do I avoid chat so much? Because isn't it obvious I completely hate people, right? I'm insanely antisocial. I hate everyone.
Dabhan says, I also think you have more European fans now, and we can't all afford to fly about. You're absolutely right. What I found over the years is that I have a more international appeal, and a lot of people, as they say, across the pond, actually are fans of mine, but they're not going to fly to the U.S. to come meet me at a convention. What the hell? Boy, you want to talk about a waste of money. That would be a big waste of money if you spent thousands of dollars to come meet me in person. Trust me, I'm not that impressive of a guy. I'm a cool guy. I'll have a conversation with you. I'll hang out, but it ain't gonna be worth that much effort to come over here for what? You know what they say? Don't ever meet your heroes. What am I gonna do to impress you? I can't dance. I guess I could sing. I sing you a song, serenade you. No, don't do that. Don't show up. Okay. There you go. So honestly, Big Boss, I feel like those times have changed. I don't think anyone's ever gonna care about meeting me in person. Yeah, I don't think it's happening.
I hate people like that, who everything they say and do is carefully calculated so they can make more money.
Please, guys, support the streams this week. It would be great to have another solid week like last week. Coming off those baloney chargebacks. You guys did rally for the last 2 days of streaming, and I really appreciated that you did. Helped out a lot. So, and keep that momentum going. As you know, I attempt to get, tier 1 tip skull every stream that I do. And then anything else that on top of that is always greatly appreciated. Thank you to those who have super chatted and gifted memberships already this morning.
I'm like a super greedy dude. And all I want to do is milk my audience for money and constantly guilt trip them.
Crystals. Oh no, see, these things just randomly grab you. I was in the air. I was in the fucking air and that shit grabbed me. Oh no! Holy shit! Oh my god, I'm dead! I'm dead, I'm gonna lose all my microplastics. That's insane, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do to avoid that? That's insanity, dude. That's crazy. Now I gotta go get 20,000 microplastics back. There's an X? I didn't even see it. I didn't even know there was an X on the ground.
Dude, I'm blind! I was staring right at him and had zero recognition that that was a human. That was bad.
Are chargebacks when someone tips and then tries to cancel it? Essentially, a chargeback is whenever someone contributes in some way and then tries to reverse it, okay? And there's various different ways that this is done. Being that, obviously, it's a malicious activity that is illegal, by the way. Yeah, chargebacks are 100% illegal unless what you're saying in your chargeback is legit. Like, let's say, for example, you actually lose your wallet, okay? And then, all of a sudden, you notice that on your bank account, someone withdrew a bunch of money. So you contact your bank and you say, listen, I lost my wallet. Someone must have got my debit card and took out some money, you know, can't do anything about that. And so the bank would, like, freeze your account for fraud and investigate, and sometimes you, like, get your money back or something. That's a legitimate situation, okay? If you do an online payment to anyone, and then after the fact you try to get your money back through malicious means, like lying, that is illegal. It's fraud. And it's happened to me tons of times over the years, sadly. There's not much you can do about it besides disputing it, trying to give evidence that you know, it was legitimate, which, you know, there's ways to do it. The thing is, there's no point in me publicly explaining it because it's what a streamer should know. It's not what a fucking troll should know the process, you know what I mean? So I'm not really going to talk about it at length. I'm just going to say it's pretty malicious, you know? You make someone think that they've earned a certain amount of income. They have that income, right? And then, sadly, they just try to take it back for no legitimate reason. It's pretty messed up when you think about it, so...
Phil's a scam artist.
Yeah, Rich, it's all dependent on someone's institution. Like, for example, a credit card company may be pretty stupid and just believe stuff for no good reason, while a bank would be more skeptical. I'm sure also internationally there's different things, too. You know, I don't know. I'm only in the United States. I don't know how things are treated outside of the U.S., but I'm sure there's all different factors involved. But, in general, I just don't want to talk about it on streams, because, again, it's something that's malicious, it's something that's a crime, and should not be given attention. You don't want, you know, don't be talking about it. So, I'm sure there's tons of information about it online. You kicked my ass. I'm not gonna have that shell anymore. Oh my god, I can't move! Are you kidding? First I used freeze, it didn't work at all. It didn't come out. I used freeze, and then you saw I lost the charge, but he didn't freeze. Then he just goes bonk, 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 and kills me. 3 hits in a row. Gee, thanks. That's fucking fair.
Okay, everybody, I am gonna just stand up and stretch my legs again, and then we're gonna play for another hour. Well, guys, please, if you can, final hour to support the stream. One thing obviously I'm concerned about here is tips. We have great super chats and great memberships today, but almost no tips at all. So my goal is to hit 50 bucks in tips every stream. It would be great if we were going to support the stream in the next hour. If you could tip, I would greatly appreciate that, okay? Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. I received a $35 tip. Wow. From an anonymous tipper. Thank you, whoever this is. $35 tip. Very generous. And I received a generous tip. I just received a $25 tip. Hey, it's one minute man back at it again. My stature may be small, but my wallet is weighty. Here's another contribution for continuing this crabby campaign. Thank you to one minute man. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
Done. That is annoying. I had no clue that was there. I wasn't ready for it. God, it missed. Wait. What? Look at this, we're falling! Achievement! You fell off. Fall to your death for the first time. Okay. Try again, I guess. What the hell?
Any moment, I can pick up a controller, and I can play any game at professional level.
Oh my god, seriously? What a cheap-ass game. It waits until the end of the fight when I'm hitting him, and then it decides with super armor to do an unblockable throw. Fuck you. Cheating. Pissing me off when it fucks up and the moves don't work. Didn't do anything. I'm dodging. Why does it not work now? And then I can't get out of the way even though I dodged. Fuck this. No, this game needs a fucking year of polish. It's not finished. It's not finished at all. It's an unfinished game. It's pissing me off. I like a lot of it, but things like this, I should have won this fight 15 minutes ago. But it's unpolished, and that's why I'm dying and losing.
Complaining and making excuses like a whining, crying, tear-eyed baby. And you can try to make excuses and shit. Your excuses mean nothing. It's 100% cause and effect, and you're oversensitive, dude. Just being very honest here. This game needs polish, man. They definitely should have worked a little bit harder on polishing it before they released it. Definitely, these fights, I can tell you, are going to be frustrating at the end of the game. Because of that. You know, and I'm coming off of an Elden Ring run, just beating Melania for the second time, and I'm telling you this game is not polished enough. It has problems. Fuck you. You're a liar. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.